Huawei was to sell some of its assets, and those assets could then, once they had left Huawei's ownership, conclusively show that they were no longer linked in any way to the Chinese government, would be no further problem. I think part of the problem that Huawei has is, I think, you could do that reasonably well with the handset business, but with the infrastructure business is still, one of the most important parts of Huawei. And if they sold the smartphone business and the company then sold the infrastructure business, there wouldn't be much Huawei left. You could easily say, if 5G represents a security threat, why doesn't 4G represent the same security threat? Been wondering about that myself. I think what it comes down to is most of the technology for 5G being deployed and not yet been sold. Now, that means that when you're looking at the bigger picture, which is establish a working relationship, the more bargaining points that you have, the better it is for your negotiating position. And I think quite possibly what this is you can make security arguments about 5G, but the same arguments are true about 4G. But because 5G hasn't been rolled out yet, this is an area where that would give you a stronger negotiation when it comes to working relationship between US and China. To be honest with you, they've been doing this already for some considerable amount of period of time. They have recruited quite a number of high-profile people from the industry to lobby both the American government and the UK government in its favor. It doesn't seem to have worked so far, and there's little reason to think that it will make much of a difference going forward from here. Over the last 4 years, the Republicans and the Democrats have not agreed on many issues. One of the issues is China's rise as a superpower and a technological threat to the States. Both sides agree on that. So the position of the government when it comes to the relationship with China is probably not going to change very much. It's just the nature of the approach. On one side, it's quite bombastic, aggressive. On the other side, it might be a little bit more diplomatic. I think the approach will be different, but the position is likely to remain substantially the same.